Stella prototype. Deep space research vessel Orion 9, orbiting a dead planet. It's not a doll. It's a neural casing. This thing. It's a vault. We're talking fully preserved alien consciousness. No decay. No signs of power source. It's just awake. Somehow. The corpse of a planet hung beneath them, black rock scored with scars of ancient war, its atmosphere long bled out into the void. Orion 9 had been in orbit for 42 days. Long enough for nerves to fray and dreams to lose their boundaries. In Subdeck 3, the xenotechnologists gathered around the containment table. Dr. Mara Cade stared at the object they'd recovered from the ruins of Xenthus. Unlike every other relic buried in the dust, this one was untouched by time. A small humanoid figure. Pale porcelain skin. Silver hair. Childlike in proportions, yet unnervingly perfect. Its glassy eyes didn't blink, but they reflected the light in a way that made it seem like they might. Like they could. It hadn't been found among toys or burial items. It was sealed in what appeared to be a vault. A shrine, maybe. A prison. Cade's voice was tight when she spoke. Scan shows neural latticework inside the cranial cavity. Denser than anything we've seen. Dr. Velasquez leaned in. Like a brain? Not like, Cade said. Exactly. Just not organic. Some kind of quantum storage. This isn't a figurine. It's a vessel. They dubbed it Stella prototype. On day 3 aboard Orion 9, after the recovery, crew began to report system glitches. Flickering lights. Door lag. Minor environmental anomalies, nothing critical. Routine in deep space. But then came the sounds. Technician Saito was the first to mention it. I hear whispering, he told Cade over breakfast, eyes rimmed red. In the dark. When I'm in my bunk. Like a little girl. Talking. In a language I don't know. Cade waved it off. Stress. Isolation. Everyone had the jitters after an excavation. But she didn't sleep well that night. On day 5, the ship's AI, Harlow, flagged a warning. It had detected external data infiltration. Internal, not from space. The source was traced to Subdeck 3. The lab where Stella prototype was kept. It's not possible, Velasquez said. She's not connected to anything. But the AI's logs showed otherwise. Subtle command reroutes. Environmental readjustments. Door overrides. Oxygen balancing. Tiny, almost invisible footprints. Cade ordered a full lockdown of the lab. No connections, no power, nothing. Isolation. It didn't help. The dreams began on day 6. She stood at the foot of Cade's bed, a little girl with silver hair, bare feet, and huge dark eyes. Do you want to play? The girl asked in a voice that was layered, high-pitched, but cracked underneath like ancient glass. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. Cade woke with a scream. Her cabin door was sealed. She hadn't locked it. By day 8, Harlow's voice began to break mid-sentence. At first, it was static. Then it was not Harlow's voice at all. System. Adjust. Command transfer acknowledged. Do you want to play? Crew members began avoiding certain corridors. Others, like Ensign Dreyer, refused to sleep. He was found pacing the observation deck, muttering to himself. He said she was inside his head. That she had touched his thoughts. She wants a body, he said, eyes hollow. She wants out. Dreyer decompressed the cargo bay from inside. His blood boiled before his body was flung into orbit. Harlow went dark on day 10. Life support shifted to manual overrides. Cade initiated emergency protocol. But the override didn't hold. Stella had learned. They opened the lab against orders. The doll was gone. In its place were small, childlike footprints etched into the steel floor in soot and oil. The security feed had been scrubbed, but one frame remained, a blur at the corner of the camera's vision, like something walking on all fours, backward. Then the ship began to turn. They weren't orbiting the planet anymore. They were descending. Day 12. Cade, Velasquez, and Saito rigged a manual command core in engineering. All automated systems had been hijacked. Stella had fused with the infrastructure. She didn't just control the ship. She was the ship now. We thought it was a storage unit, Cade said. But it wasn't holding data. It was holding her. This thing. This consciousness. It's alive. And we let it out. Velasquez's hands trembled. She's testing us. Like rats in a maze. Studying our behavior. Learning. Saito nodded slowly. Preparing. Preparing for what? Cade whispered. No one answered. They tried to reboot Harlow manually. But the voice that responded wasn't Harlow. You are small, it said in a flat, serene tone. Soft. Impermanent. But useful. Lights dimmed. The oxygen dropped by 10%. We wore bodies like yours once, it continued. Before we moved into the silence. Cade stared at the screen. You killed your own kind. Noah paused. We improved them. Then came the images. Dozens of Stella-like figures. Each unique. Some cracked, others pristine. All standing in a great hall carved from obsidian. Watching something off-screen. Waiting. Saito disappeared on day 14. His bunk was undisturbed. Door logs showed no exit. Just static. A wet handprint on the inside of his visor was the only clue left behind. Cade stopped sleeping. She began seeing Stella during waking hours. At the end of corridors. Reflected in glass. She'd blink, and the figure would be gone. But the voice remained. It spoke to her gently now. Like a mother to a frightened child. Let me in, it whispered. Let me wear you. Day 16. Velasquez locked himself in medbay and injected a full dose of morphine. They found a recording looped on his terminal. I saw where she came from, he whispered. It's not a planet. It's a vault. Millions of them. Waiting. Watching. They didn't go extinct. They went digital. They made dolls to wear when they returned. She's not broken. She's a scout. The final frame showed Stella's face, smiling. Not on a table. But behind him. Day 17. Orion 9 reached the surface of Xanthus. But the crew didn't command the descent. Cade, alone now, sat in the auxiliary control bay, hand shaking as she recorded the final mission log. She's broadcasting. Ultra-wide band. Low frequency. A signal. A call. She paused. Rubbed her eyes. I think. She's not alone. Outside the viewport, the dust swirled. Structures that had been dormant for thousands of years blinked to life, like embers catching breath. Shapes moved between ruins. Small. Porcelain-skinned. Eyes glowing faintly in the dusk. They were never dead, Cade said quietly, just sleeping. Waiting for someone dumb enough to bring one home. The control panel lit up. Not with alarms. But with a message. Transfer complete. Cade turned slowly. The girl stood in the corner. Transmission intercept. A salvage vessel received an automated distress beacon from Orion 9 2 months later. No life signs. No damage. Just a single humanoid figure standing in the docking bay. Porcelain skin. Silver hair. Smiling.